Hi everyone, it's Dr. Traylor here. Just want to take a few minutes of your time to talk to you about service learning. So what is service learning? Service learning is a really unique combination of volunteering, academics, and reflection. So you can see in the graphic here that it's at this nice little sweet spot. It's got a piece of internship with it, it's got a piece of community service, but it's really all about learning. So what you're doing in service learning is you are applying what you're learning in your classes to what you're doing in the community. And this can be done in pretty much every course across all the disciplines at our school. Anything from human services to English to business, and nursing, and even math. We can do it. We can do it everywhere. We can do it in any area. It's a really great thing to do, especially for students, because there are so many benefits. We know that when students give back, they feel good. If you're ever sad, just help somebody, smile at someone, and it really does help. It is definitely worth it. We also know that students who engage in service learning, it's a much more meaningful form of learning. So their GPA goes up, they improve their critical thinking skills. It's really wonderful, especially when students start applying for jobs. So these service learning activities are a way for students to get real life experience applying the skills they're going to need. And when they go to interviews, they can talk about it. You know, when you get those tough questions, like tell me about a time when you had to work with a team and there was some sort of conflict that you had to work through. Well, with service learning, you're probably going to get that experience, and you can talk about it. It'll make you stand out as a student from the rest of the crowd. So really great thing for students. So you can see the other benefits here. The biggest one I think for students right now is that connection with the community, because by building that social capital, students have a greater ability to know about jobs, to know about internships, because they're connected. We know from the research that just volunteering, people who volunteer are much more likely to be able to get a job when they want one. So that is huge. There are benefits to the faculty and the community as well. I know we may have some faculty previewing this video. It's fun, that's the first thing. It keeps us learning, it keeps us on our toes, and it really is wonderful when students grasp the content in a new and different way, because now they're applying it to something that matters to them. It benefits our communities too. We know that a lot of service learning is done with nonprofits who have limited budgets, they have limited resources to get things done. And so by leveraging what we have here at the college, we can help them reach more people. We can help them achieve their goals faster. The other thing is that service learning helps our community members know how wonderful our students are. I know how wonderful our students are, but it's great to hear from a community member that they interacted with a student on a project and they were so impressed. That, you know, that makes me happy. So, and I'm sure that it makes the rest of our faculty and staff happy as well. So here are some examples of service learning projects that have been done just in the past year or so. So you can see we have a picture of Gordon back when it was a military school. We had a couple of classes that did an oral history project. They interviewed Gordon alumni from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. They partnered with the local historian from Barnesville, Tim Turner. They partnered with our librarians to figure out how to archive things, how to look in old newspapers with the microfilm. We also partnered with the history department and the theater department, and this project is going to continue. So if that's something that anyone's interested in, let me know or contact Lisa Ferguson. She is now pushing this project forward through theater. We also had quite a few students volunteer with a food bank. So you can see over here, this is not our food bank, but there are several in Lamar County that need help. You know, not only do they need food donations, they need help with marketing. They need help with packing bags. So there are a lot of ways that students can get involved. Students do love animals, a lot of students do. And so we had quite a few students volunteer with Dolly Good Puppy, the local animal rescue. There's also an animal shelter in Barnesville. So that's a good way to get involved and to give back. And then you see over here in the bottom right, we have the Spark Mentors. So that's an opportunity for Gordon students to mentor youth from the community, youth who are at risk in some way. And so that's a lot of different opportunities that we've done over the past year or so. The main thing here, the main thing that makes it service learning and not community service is the reflection on learning. So when students engaged in these projects, they worked with their teammates and with their faculty to think about and talk about how this connects to the theories in the classroom. And I will not share all of that with you, but just to know it does make learning a lot more real when you can see these theories in action. So if you're in a service learning course, good news for you. If you're not, all is not lost and you still want to get involved, you can do an honors contract. So ask your professor about an honors contract. Here's an example of the form. You can see very clearly that it just has your name on it, what you're going to do, and how you're going to know that you were successful, when it's due, and how much of your grade that will entail. It's not a lot of work on the professor to monitor your honors contract. A lot of the work on it is the student, coming up with the idea, consulting with the faculty. And it's a really great experience for any faculty members who are listening. You haven't done an honors contract. It's a really good way to just engage with your students on a deeper level, 1 or 2 or 3 students or however many are interested. And this could even turn into an undergraduate research project to be presented in the spring. So there are a lot of opportunities to embed service learning and other forms of meaningful learning beyond what's happening in the classroom. And an honors contract is just a great way to do that. So if you are interested in the honors contract, you can see here, Dr. Jansen, myself, and Dr. Webb. All 3 of us would be happy to help you out. Our offices are in the Honors House. You can email us, contact us anytime. We're here for you. So yeah, that is what service learning is. It's meaningful learning with reflection so that you can apply your course content in a deeper way. Great for faculty. It's a lot of fun, and it's really good for our community. So hope you get involved. Have a good day.